Well, meantime, we're learning more about the 23 people arrested and charged with domestic terrorism after what Atlanta police call a coordinated attack involving Molotov cocktails, fires, and violent clashes. It happened at the site of a future officer training center, what would end up being the largest in the entire country. That center has become a site for protesters angry over tearing down forest land to build it. But there's also been outside agitators from all over the country coming to the area, even from outside of the country. Correspondent Ryan Bass is live outside the DeKalb County Courthouse. Ryan, what else do we know about the people who are now facing charges?
Some are as old as 59, others just 18, Nichole. These are educators, they are activists, they are attorneys, and some even admitted Antifa members. But I got a chance today to speak to one of the key organizers behind the Stop Cop City movement today. And she said not all of those that were arrested were there to riot on Sunday. She said, in fact, some used their peaceful protest to blend in.
Let's keep moving, y'all. Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City!
Protesters marched on the streets of downtown Atlanta today amid what they're calling a week of action in opposition of Cop City, the $90 million police training compound being built on the east side of town.
This is just the community standing up for our land and standing up for the right to live in an environmentally safe community.
The scene on Sunday was much different when a mob of folks breached the Academy's construction grounds for what police called a coordinated attack, causing $150K worth of damage and throwing fireworks and Molotov cocktails at officers.
Protesters use words. Rioters use violence. What happened last night was a crime.
35 people were arrested, 23 charged with domestic terrorism. Only 2 of them reside in Georgia, 15 from other states, 2 from out of the country. Among the group, Timothy Bilodeau, a former teacher of engineering in Massachusetts, Eric Nottingham of Colorado, a serial activist in pro-abortion and fair wage rallies, Alexis Papley, a Boston native and environmentalist. But included in the arrestees were also known Antifa members, like North Carolina's James Mariscano, who was arrested in 2020 for assaulting an officer. Kiana Jones, a Stop Cop City organizer and activist, said some folks blended into their Sunday festival protest to cause unrest.
There are some people who are really here to do violence, and those are not the people who are a part of our movement.
Attorney Thomas Jurgens, an employee for the Southern Poverty Law Center, was one of the nearly 24 arrested as well. The SPLC said in a statement that Jurgens was acting and identifying as a legal observer on hand, and that, quote, their arrest is not evidence of any crime, but of heavy-handed law enforcement intervention against protesters. Jones said their group personally knows some of the folks who got arrested and believes they were unfairly targeted by police.
Those people literally came to camp in the forest during this week of action, to be in the part that is still public land. These people came to be in solidarity with us. They are not the ones who went and committed that act.
Bond hearings are currently ongoing, Nichole. So far, every single person that has been charged has been denied bond except one, Jurgens. The judge set his bond at $5,000. Meanwhile, the Stop Cop City organizers say they are planning for more peaceful protests throughout this week. Nichole.
All right, Ryan, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.